I swear it's all gonna make sense. This video is about my residency, my immigration status soon, what's gonna happen to me. I think it's a good story. You want to stay tuned. It might even be a story of warning, I'm not sure. But it's all gonna make sense. Anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, TravelCostaRicaNow.com. TravelCostaRicaNow.com is a travel agency, even with that bit of unprofessionalism. I don't know if you know this, but YouTube, if they recognize, they hear your words, they recognize it in the algorithms. And if they hear those words, a lot of times they'll demonetize your videos. So I thought I'd be a little creative in my disdain for, not disdain, but what's kind of going on with me right now as it pertains to my residency. Anyway, guys, go to TravelCostaRicaNow.com, fill out the 4-minute form. You'll be that much closer to the vacation of a lifetime. We have over 500 videos about living and traveling in Costa Rica, the good, the bad, the ugly, kind of maybe like this story, even when it hurts. So I'd appreciate a subscribe. If you hit that little bell, the notification bell, that lets you know when we put up new videos. All right, so this is about my residency. I'm going to tell you my story real quick. I know you've heard it before, a lot of you, but since it never changes, it's really easy to tell, and it kind of has to sequence this whole thing of what's happening now. If you don't know, residency, the first time you apply for it and get it, it's only good for 2 years, and then you have to reapply. It seems like I was just telling you I got my residency. Well, guess what's up? Guess what's up? All right, first of all, here's kind of how my life in a nutshell real quick in Costa Rica. The first 10 years, I was what they call perpetual tourist. I left every 3 months to get my passport stamped for the 90 days. That's what I did for 10 years, from 2005 to 2015. So around that time, around 2015, I said, man, I want to get legit. I got a business. I want to get right. I can't be flying under the radar all this time. So I decided I was going to talk to a lawyer, actually talk to his lawyer and his wife. And I said, I want to become resident here, but I don't meet the requirements in any of the categories. If you're not familiar with the categories, the more popular ones are pensionado. Pensionado is just when you reach your Social Security time that you can guarantee you have $1,000 or more coming in every month. So Costa Rica knows you've got some money coming in. Most people use that method after they're 62, right? So one of the other categories, the next step up is called Rentista, and that's showing that you have $2,500 coming in every month, guaranteed. And then there's other ones like investor, and there's other ways. I told him I don't meet any of the requirements that I know of, and he said, well, Michael, there's other ways. I think we can help you. And I was like, I don't care, do it, whatever you got to do. So from 2015 to early 2019, I was going through the process, but I didn't care how long it took because I had that little piece of paper that was notarized saying I was in the process. And if you just show that paper, you're good to go, really. And actually, at that time, you're not paying into the caja. So you don't have to leave. You got a piece of paper, and who cares? And that's how I felt. But 2019, they called me up. Hey, Mike, you got your residency. Congratulations. Come on down. Come get your little DMX card, your little ID, and we'll go to the health insurance, the caja. That's the health insurance here. Socialized medicine, you have to pay into that every month. Now, at this point, I didn't even know how I got what category he put me in, because I knew there was other ones. There's actually ones called small business, and there's other little things, but I didn't know what he did. I didn't know what he did really until I went to San Jose, got my card, went to the caja to see how much I had to pay, and I found out that he got me under Rentista. Now, how he did that, looking back, I know how he did it. I do not have a bank. And I didn't have a bank back then. I use PayPal for everything. I have the stories of how I lost 2 bank accounts in the United States and why. Not going to explain it here. But anyway, what he asked me for, he goes, just give me 3 months of your PayPal statements. So I did. So what happened was, I run a travel company. So when you buy a travel package, I bill you through PayPal $3,500. You pay $3,500, it goes into my PayPal. Your neighbors book through me, they send me $2,500, so I'm selling packages, and I'm selling them pretty much all year, sometimes more months than others, but I'm selling them, and actually it shows I make a lot more money than the $2,500. Now, remember, just because you send me $3,500, I have to take almost all that money out to pay your hotels, your tours, and everything. So it's just this rolling money in, money out. But it did show that, it showed I was made a lot of money in a sense. I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. But all that money left. Technically, I'm not sure if I was making $2,500 a month. So what? I got my residency. That's what I kind of cared about. So a couple weeks ago, I get an email from the people that got me my residency, right? And they said, Michael, your residency is going to be over early next year, which is, I think, the end of March 2021. And they asked me, do you want us to help you reapply, for your residency again? And I said, yeah, sure. I keep reading the email, and it said, okay, well, before that time, they said, it's still a little early, but here's what we want you to get together before we start the reapplication. So number one, be up to date on your CAHA. Have all your receipts. That's the health insurance. You pay that every month, and you have to show that I paid into the health system every month. No problem. Check mark. I did that. I've been doing that 2 years, whatever. Number two, secure a new apostille, do you know that, like a notary, a notarized letter stating that for the next 24 months, you will receive a permanent, stable, irrevocable rent of $2,500. So I have to prove again that I got $2,500 coming in every month. Okay. Number three, produce the bank statements for the past 24 months at the time of renewal, showing that you have been depositing your $2,500 every month in a Costa Rica account. And then she noted, if you have not been making your deposits, we would suggest do make sure you do them between now and renewal every month without fail. Which is interesting. So if I could make them right now, starting right this month until March, is that good enough? Because they're saying that I needed 24 months. Now, they could just be saying, maybe they just want overkill information from me, so when they go to immigration, they just have a ton of paperwork, and they go, look at this Michael guy, he's got all this stuff. Maybe they don't really need all that, and they're just asking me for it. Now, it's not looking good for me. Here's a couple problems. One, I've never had a bank account in the United States when I did my initial residency back in 2015. I'd already lost my bank accounts by that time and was only using PayPal. So there was no bank. And there was no bank I was using really in Costa Rica either. I do have a bank account here. I do have one, but I use it, but I'm not putting $2,500 in a month, and I'm not going to be able to do that. Obviously, COVID has affected my PayPal travel packages being sold every month and going in, going out. So I wrote the lawyer and I said, man, I don't, your secretary told me I need these things, and I told him I don't have any of this. I don't got none of this stuff. And he wrote me back and he's like, well, do you have your tax returns from 2019? No. I don't file taxes in the United States, and really the reason I don't file them is because I really don't make enough money to do that. I haven't filed in the United States since I left there in 2005. So I don't have it. I literally have got nothing except for the CAHA payments. So I'm kind of waiting. Okay, so that's where it's sitting right now. I wrote him back and I said, hey man, can't we just do the PayPal thing again? Because I could manage to come up with something, but I don't think I can manage to bring, I definitely can't get any letter from any bank. That's not going to happen. And I'm not sure if I have enough money to where I don't have $2,500 in cash, you know, to put into the bank every month until then. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if I could start right now, I don't literally have that kind of money. Even to put it in and take it out, obviously that's a manipulation. If I put in $2,500, took it out, put it in, I think they'd kind of see that on the account. So I'm kind of stuck. And I just asked him, and my last email was, hey, if we can do that PayPal thing again, that would be great. He has not gotten back to me. I don't think this is looking good. And, you know, this is my responsibility. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. But I didn't really qualify for Rentista the first time. I kind of did in that little sideways loophole-y PayPal thing, but not really. And it's almost like, I'll tell you how I feel right now. I don't know if you guys know this, it doesn't matter. I won a house in Fiji, a big ass house, okay? Doesn't matter, reality show. Well, I was scared because it was $1 million property. Well, you can't give me this house and then expect me to pay $200,000 in capital gains tax for the house. You know what I mean? It's like, thanks for the house, but I can't afford it kind of thing. So that's kind of how I'm feeling now. I'm thinking like, man, you kind of knew I couldn't fit these categories. You fitted me in this way. Again, I did say thank you. I mean, he got me my residency. So I'm not complaining really, but I could, you know the irony, the true irony of all this. It doesn't matter if you guys know this or not. I would never really say this normally, but I literally have been instrumental in bringing hundreds of people down here to live, paying into the system, being a resident. Not to mention the thousands of people, I don't mean hundreds of thousands, but you know, low digit thousands of travelers that I've brought, you know, showed this beautiful country to. And it's just ironic that I've brought all the, it's like they should give me some sort of ambassador status, or, you know, some sort of, hey, we see your circumstance, extenuating circumstance. You know, we like you, we're going to help you with, with your residency. So I just want to let you know that's my story. So I'm with you guys here in a minute. My residency is over March 26th. And man, I don't mind being a perpetual tourist again. I didn't really, it's a little stressful, but I'm kind of bummed. I don't know. I hope I explained that good enough. I don't know what that was. Was it a warning? Was it just a story? I'm not sure. I'm not going to say it is what it is because I hate that quote actually. But anyway, guys, I'm Michael Allen, travelcostarica.com. Not sure if it helped, but it helped me to tell you. Hey man, things are going to pop up. Always do your homework and research before doing anything in Costa Rica. Peace, guys.